Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Borderlands. Let's continue.
Damn it! Blasted circuits are on the fritz again. Give it a go from the switch out there, would you?
So I started last time a audio section again. So that instruction there was out of date. So I don't actually need to do that. Instead I'm just following this green. This area here is now filling up with bandits that weren't here before. The areas do slightly change. They might even get more dangerous as the sun is going down. We need to buy a grenade, and to do that we've got this area opened. So the thing that's occurred to me is, how am I going to keep the story in this? Because we know it's going to be a long, interesting, missing. Wonder if that's one of the creators of the game. We know it's going to be a long series in the game. This is a level 7. This is level 4. SMG. This is a terrible shotgun. This is this nasty repeater. A nasty repeater right now would be better than what I have if we were to compare it to what's equipped. Like, it does 18 damage instead of that. It has a higher firing rate. It has a larger magazine size. But I still don't think it's worth it to actually buy these things. The only time you really need to buy here is we need to buy a grenade to finish a quest, and we could buy ammo if we were running low on money. Well, running high on money for some reason, but that's about the only thing I would buy. So you're gonna learn in the game that this is where you buy your bullets. This is where you buy more guns if you have a lot of money. You'll almost certainly find better guns though in just playing the game, because everything in this game is strategically calculated. The guns are procedurally generated. That's the phrase. You'll quickly turn out that whatever your level is, you will just find something by beating some random enemy or possibly a boss. And so you probably won't even need to purchase one gun in the whole game if you don't want to. And see, here's the story element, but the game's not interested in the story element, so like, if nobody's gonna talk to me, they want me to go this way and destroy a barricade and find 9 toes and kill them. And so this is where I start to think, it's like, how do I keep story in a game that doesn't care about story? How do I not have this series turn into a very, very silent experience? So I've got a lot of these skags following here.
All the way over here. Bam! Time to give 9 toes a piece of that. Woo! I'm updating your ecosystem with his location. Come and see me once you put his bits to the grinder.
So there is an achievement for punching to death several enemies, and you don't have to worry about accidentally entering an area. You can walk right to the area and you have to activate it to travel. So ideally what I just did is a good way to be efficient. Run through an area. If it gets enemies to chase you, turn around and shoot them. Otherwise just move forward. And we've barely even seen that previous area, and we're already into a new area. So this area is not particularly as big, and it's very round because there's only one entrance and exit, but it's fine. You may notice that when you first turn on some of these things, they will be fuzzy and then load in. And they make that out like these are holograms, and that's why that it's doing that. But in all actuality, the truth is it's just because the engine of this game couldn't handle it. So we need to upgrade the amount of bullets we can have as fast as possible. So repeater pistol SDU. There we go. And then also the SMG SDU or the grenade SDU. Well, every single price went up when I did that. So I could sell this gun, this sniper rifle, but that's all I can sell right now. So I'm gonna have to focus on getting the bullets I need before I upgrade things I don't really need. Not that you're really ever gonna run out of bullets, it's just that it kind of sucks when it doesn't. So you can see back there the lighting and everything is kind of freaking out. If we had, say, the depth of field option on, that's the thing I didn't want on, but we could have had on. If we turn that on and then hit this, then it just makes everything a little bit fuzzier in the background, and it still doesn't really change the freaking out of the light, because that's actually a different option that is causing that. Probably, I believe, the ambient occlusion. So if we turn that off, that wouldn't happen. But I imagine none of those features at all were enabled in the original Xbox version. This may have been on PlayStation 3 too. 3 also. I hope they'll never come up with a game console called the 3.2. Now when these skags open their mouth, they're they do more damage. So we finally leveled up and we can actually unlock our ability. So we have phase walk. And you notice now we've got these one-hit kills going on. Once we hit level 5, it suddenly did a lot more damage to these guys, it seems. Or it at least feels like that's the case. I'll have to figure out how to enable phase walk, actually. Though. And punching things is a viable solution when they are close to you. Let's see. Oh no. Really? Get stuck in the ground. So this gun fires faster and does more damage, so I'll take that and switch. And this gun I will pick up for later. So the gun stash is found. And I think I'm gonna stick with these styles of guns because I like this scope here. Although, maybe not, because I may, with a fast gun like a repeater, you don't really want to then slow yourself down by having to zoom in. It would be much nicer to be able just to fire from the hip. And each one of these sounds a little different, feels a little different, has a slightly different fire rate. You actually do, I don't know if it's a system of cycling through audio feedback or adjusting the rate in the animations, but it's most definitely feels like a different experience. So these are our first psychos that we've fought in the game. These little midget psychos that wear masks over their face. That happens a lot, actually. Yeah, I don't actually think I need to go that way. I'm just gonna focus on staying the path. Whichever way I'm supposed to go, that's the way I'm gonna go.
You are about to face your first real challenge. I hope you've toughened up enough.
So I've got a couple shotguns. And you can see they are making it known that you are not safe in this area. And if you were playing online, you also wouldn't be able to pause or anything like that. So shocking burst, shields, don't want to buy that. I do want a upgrade. That would be nice to my grenades, because right now my grenades aren't doing anything for me. But this is level 5 and I'm level 5 now. So let's see if we could perhaps equip that. Double repeater shoots the bullets twice. So it does twice the damage, but it uses twice the bullets. I don't think we need this anymore. I don't think we need this anymore. A terrible scattergun. We'll give it a cheap repeater. The ladyfinger is a named gun, which probably implies that we're not going to have too much more of that. This would increase my repeater pistol ammo to 300. Isn't it already at 300? This launcher, so increase your launcher ammo to 32. Let's go ahead with grenade. Upgrade that one. I guess I need to be careful. Either there's a bug there or something happened. And see, I'm about to level up because I bought 2 SDUs. And let's come over here. I don't have any points to put into anything. I don't even know what button starts the phase walking, actually. I should figure that out. That's grenade. And this is phase walking. So, in phase walking, all I can do is hit people. Let's come over here and see about putting this here. So if I want to sniper something, I can do that. So we've got a gun, a Hyperion gun repeater for the close range things, which is most of how I'm going to play the gameplay. But it wouldn't be a terrible idea to try something like this. One of those shots definitely killed him.
Aw, did that hurt?
So, if you want to potentially take some damage and sniper somebody on your own, this is why I wouldn't want to play as the hunter as a character. He's fine if you've got a support class character that is also going to take care of the people as they're running towards you, but by himself you've got to be very accurate and very fast. And his Bloodhawk, I don't feel, really does enough to help alleviate that problem. So we're just gonna jump down into this battle arena.
You woke the wrong dog. Ah, yeah!
Nine Toes. He also has. So you can see one shot took his shield out, one shot nearly killed him. I'm about to die because of the Skag Digit and Pinky.
Keep getting better.
So I phase walked and punched him, and because I phase walked and punched him, I leveled up, and because of that level up, I refilled my health and that. So when you want to pick up things like this, you have to be kind of careful. Here we have a weapon that we'll want. What's interesting about that weapon in particular is that it's got a special melee attack on it. And so yeah, that's the first bit of story, is the first named enemy. We're going to see several named enemies throughout the game. He's not really affiliated with the main bad guy or anything like that, and there is one main bad guy. And when you take on somebody like this, you'll almost certainly find a chest like this that allows you to pick maybe some upgraded repeaters, and it'll be up to me to look at all of those and see if any of them are actually worth equipping. And even if they're not worth equipping, unless I'm full. Notice I didn't use a grenade. Not really necessary. We have a point blinking here, but right now it's not even necessary to deal with that. And so he was just living here. And that's the only thing I can even pick up. You have a tendency to be a little cash strapped when you play a game in this game. So picking up loot is very important. I don't think you can play this game realistically without picking up loot. That's just part of it. So if we take this weapon, where is it? The clipper, I believe is the name of the weapon. And you can see there's different color scales of rarity. If we take this and equip this here, and you equip this, you'll notice he swings the weapon instead of punching with his hand. She does. And it does 100% melee damage. Don't drop it, you might lose a toe. That's why he got his name Nine Toes. Plus it also does fire damage and 7% fire rate. So even though it has a much lower fire rate, we're gonna try this gun. But first, next thing we need to do is we need to decide how we're gonna do this. Elemental effect chance or increased fire rate to move down to elemental resistance, and shock damage to move down to increased movement speed and team experience. And this is really where you got to plan out in an RPG what you want to do. And the increased experience is where we want to go. I can't think that there's anything we want any faster than an increase in experience. So let's look if anything else increases experience. Let's see. This inner glow, regenerate 1% of your health per second, and phase walking will become a major part of our strategy, so we can always heal. We never have to buy insta heals. Which is here you recharge even your shield while you're phase walking, and here it reduces your phase walking cooldown. And then let's see what over here. Critical damage, damage reduction, melee damage, and increase the duration of phase walking, so you will want to increase that. Increased accuracy and bullet damage, increased velocity and bullet damage. Cooldown reduction per kill is 1.2 seconds, so every time you kill an enemy you get a higher chance, and then increased phase walking damage. So we know we want to go to this before anything else. So do I want to increase my firing rate of all guns, or do I want to add a 4% chance of using an elemental effect? I want to do this. And you can see this is starting to fill in, and I'll have to do probably 5 points of experience before I can get to the next tier. This elevator comes up perfectly fine for me. Don't have to worry about that. No sniper scope or anything on this. It's a real straightforward game. It doesn't want to trick you. That's not part of the plan, at least.
That was the first step on your journey. You must listen. Who I am is not important. The first thing you must know, the vault is real. People will mislead you. They will try to use you, and you cannot be swayed in your purpose. The vault is here, and we will find it. This world is full of dangers. Still yourself and go. I'll be watching.
I kind of wish in the same way that I could adjust the HUD and maybe put the goals at the far top right and all the other heads-up displays at the far bottom and the far left, bottom left and bottom right. I kind of wish I could increase the subtitle text a little bit too. This requires level 7. So when you have a cheap repeater versus a cheap repeater, this is how you know how the procedural generation goes. They give you one cheap repeater that does 9 damage, 72.8 accuracy, and fire rate of 3.3. And then they give you another cheap repeater that does 8 damage, 77.5 accuracy, and a firing rate of 3.3. So The numbers are just slightly changed, and the barrel element is slightly different. But does that really matter that much, or would it be better if you just got parts for a gun, and when you picked up a gun you could perhaps build your own? And I think that's what it's eventually going to get down to, is the concept of just having a few weapons and customizing it. Let's see. I have 648. And I'm not going to have much more. Storage deck upgrade. Let's see. This is 4 already. So I can't buy any storage deck upgrades until I either have everything, or maybe I'm misreading this. Maybe I would get another 300 pistol. Used to increase the repeater pistol ammo capacity to 300, not by 300. Shotgun ammo to 100. I guess we'll do that. And see, if I saved my money and only purchased these upgrades when I was low on bullets, I would get free bullets while I'm at it. And you could manipulate the system. Let's see. Well, the clipper does seem to do some damage. It's probably not enough. And see, we're in a weird position because this quest that we have right now took us to this area. And you see the elemental effect is starting some of these guys on fire. Yeah, trying to punch them though is not very helpful. And this is why I wouldn't really ever want to play as Brick as a character either. I really wouldn't mind playing as the soldier character. It's just, I don't think his turret ability is great for a single player game, and when I approach this game every time I play it, I'm really assuming that I'm going to play as single player for most, if not all of it. And if I was playing with a team, I probably would consider a different character, but playing by yourself. So here are some racks. We have new characters. I'm not sure they're too deadly. I guess they're deadly enough, and they're holding bullets, which is strange. Like, why are racks holding bullets? And you still have to kind of keep your eyes out, because they may drop guns or they may drop bullets, and guns are still very useful to pick up. And we're just working our way around this mountain. And we know that there's, if we look at the map and zoom out, we know that over above where I am looking right now, that whole section hasn't been touched yet. So unless there's, I took a little bit of shield damage falling down there. So yes, I could go this way, but there's really no reason to do that. Not while the game hasn't told me what to do. And it seems kind of a shame that we can't just turn in objectives right now. right here and right now from an interface or something. So I have to be careful here. Jacob's Cove, the Underdome, T-Bone Junction, and Tourist Station are all DLC sections, and that's how you transport to DLC sections. So I was hoping I could avoid having to run back to this area, but that's not gonna work, obviously. They haven't even tutorialized us on using the fast travel system. Now, the color system is slightly helpful. And see, what you'll find yourself doing quite a bit is just running backwards and killing skags for the grinding, if you can find your way that way. And you'll notice that the skags aren't dropping very many items. And frankly, there's not too many items they can drop that are too important. They can give you a couple bullets and that's about it. Maybe some money. And now that we're back in this area and we've got this clipper, you're practically killing things in one hit. 2 hits maybe, but with a very fast firing ratio in it. One of the fears in playing this game for a third time and being older when I'm playing this game.
Like off-worlder. How you liking our planet anyways?
I'm kind of thinking the dirty jokes in this game might not hit me as well as they did the first couple times, just being older and possibly slightly more mature.
Some things that are too hard to do without
There's no end to my power.
And I can't double jump,
Smells
so
like off-worlder. How you liking our planet anyways?
so unless I'm supposed to get up here, which I am. Piles of money, not really massive piles of money though. There might be something that a reason to jump down. Here we can get a nice good look at that turret. Nothing over here.
Smells like off-worlder. How you liking our planet anyways?
So we increase our fire ratio rate again. And we keep on moving. Let's keep on here. Talk to Zed. Move the story forward a little bit.
Well, I'll be damned. You killed Nine Toes. You should get me a drink to celebrate sometime. Might want to check out the bounty board and see if anyone else has a job for you. I keep the medical equipment working, more or less.
So we've got this explosive MIRV. When they explode, they throw out more grenades as a reward. And now we're supposed to check out the bounty board.
I think we're done.
That's a grenade mod. Equip that, and you'll find that your protein grenades are suddenly more powerful and are now equipped with special abilities. Always be on the lookout for new and different grenade mods to supercharge your arsenal.
So here we go. Over to our equipment. and it's already equipped. And there's some possibility if you just missed a good gun for a very long time. Something like this that's purple is a pretty good gun, but it's way too expensive, and I still don't think you'd want to spend the money on it. Let's see, we have a bunch here. This requires level 5, does 76. This is a stabilized repeater, does 16. This is an SMG that does 11. This repeater, let's see, so this one, and terrible shotgun, a repeater that does 16 versus a repeater that does 15, which means we can get rid of that. This terrible shotgun does 6 times 11. This terrible shotgun does 8 times 9, which, and then you want to ask yourself as far as the accuracy. Do you want a high accuracy shotgun so you can shoot it far, or do you want a low accuracy shotgun that will spread the bullets even further? So here you can see this shotgun is called a scatter gun because accuracy is very, very low, which might be helpful. And so 8 times 11, I'll get rid of 6 times 11. We'll get rid of this nasty repeater. We'll get rid of this standard shield because we have a better shield. This SMG, let's see, versus this SMG, don't need this one. Stabilized repeater does 16. This does, like, I don't think I'm gonna keep this stabilized repeater. This solid sniper might be the only sniper we have right now, though. See, so kind of quickly I've equipped 2 types of repeater rifles, which is not helpful particularly.
The lads are the best armed mercs out there. You need something better.
So shotgun's already at 100. Revolver's already at... Revolver we can upgrade. Repeater. Launcher is can go up to 32. Grenades at 4. Sniper. Bullets go up to 60. And SMG goes up to this. And then combat rifle should be at 420. And if I'm reading all of this right, I think I may have upgraded everything now. Shotgun's at 100, right? Revolver is at 80. Repeater's at 300. The launcher is at 32. The grenade's at 4. So there's probably going to be better styles of these that aren't white, different colored SDUs later. And that's what I'm thinking happens. So I think we've upgraded anything. If I get another 600, I'll spend the effort to purchase the repeater pistol a second time and see if that helps anything. It's nighttime. Day and night comes pretty quickly in this game.
There are new bounties available in Firestone.
So the job hunting board, we turn that in. So we have find and use a catch-a-ride station outside of Firestone and go see TK Baha. So now we have 2 missions.
To catch a ride near Firestone is more busted than my mama's girl parts.
Real appreciate you taking a poke at that. The system, not my mom. Hot dog down a skag den, know what I'm saying?
Don't know what he's saying. So that character becomes a pretty well-known character throughout the series, and he's kind of charming. Right. Now, I don't particularly like this gun for long range. So if I'm gonna use this gun for short range, I frankly need to I need the other gun equipped. See, I need to be able to do this. So this is the catch a ride station, and wait, no, this isn't the catch a ride station. This is the catch a ride station. We've got to get it to work, and I don't think we can get it to work quite yet. And switching between the two guns is going to take a little bit of extra time that maybe you can do, maybe you can't.
Skag, are you? No? Now, lucky you. I only shoot skag. Mostly, anyways. Thanks. There's just some things that are too hard to do without the use of my eyes.
So we now have 2 more quests. Gather Bayflower seeds and return them. Kill Scar and Skag Galley and return TK Baja's prosthetic leg. So when we look at the map, if we can zoom out, our current quests, both of these are in Skag Gully. So we're going right back where we were before.
I'll see you later, right? Won't see you. See you later, okay?
See, he says he'll see you later. Now notice I am actually in front of this, but it's not a terrible. It gives you a little bit of a buffer before it shoots you dead. See, we're at level 7, and eventually we've got to stop leveling up as fast. Like, if it gets us 5 levels every single hour of gameplay, then in 10 hours of gameplay we would be close to the end of the limit. And see, I think that's not how it's gonna play out. This game kind of was a masterpiece in its DLC. It's arguably, I still don't want to say any game should have DLC, but this game arguably really used it to add more value and keep people playing this game that can be a multiplayer game for a lot longer than people would normally. So here's a bandit recorder. So we now have a new mission, Why Are They Here, that we just found because of that. And see, if I look at the map and zoom out, this is one direction. And a lot of these quests will actually just work well with each other. So you may very well be going towards one thing and make progress towards another. Or finish another. But when you're in the thick of it, do you really want to look at your weapons? That's always a question. Because I just picked up a weapon without even giving it a thought. Fire doesn't spread to other enemies, it doesn't seem. Or if it does, it has a very low chance of doing that. Now, without a double jump, it seems we would have to maneuver ourselves quite oddly. And this isn't a game like Skyrim where you really need to work your way through. See, going down that direction, I don't believe is the right move. I'm already too far away from the map. So there must be another way up. I'm having a slight falling reaction. This doesn't... I assume what I have to do is go over there. So, this... And... no jump is really gonna do it. Here we go. And yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do this. I don't think that's ever part of the plan. And notice how I didn't shoot very many bullets, and because I didn't shoot very many bullets, they didn't really drop that many bullets. I'm not sure if the system actually works that way, or if it just, that was just a coincidence. I've got one bullet left. So we've hit that point. I'm out of bullets.
No ammo.
So this is specifically why you don't carry the same weapon. Like, right there, that's the exact reason why you don't ever want to carry two of the same thing. And being a scattergun, its bullets are not particularly accurate. And punching them is not doing a massive amount of damage. And you can see how the shotgun is a slow weapon. It would be very helpful if you were playing as a support character and there was somebody firing a lot faster. but on its own, as a single player character using a shotgun, you're just gonna have a drastically different experience, and it's not one I think you'd really want.
Mine.
Let's see, we'll take that and equip that, and then we'll see if we want to switch between a terrible shotgun and something else. Let's go ahead and throw a grenade just to see how it works. So that's the MRV. Just garbage noise. So before we move to the next section, which wants us to go this way, it might be helpful to just activate all of the things on the map, because it wants me to go that way, but if I do this one, it wants me to go that way. Alright, so those don't really conflict, and this one wants me to go that way, so not too bad. And here we have a completely different style of thing. So if I fall down here, will I survive this? Yes, but that took out a massive amount of my shields. I didn't realize you took fall damage in this game. It's been a little bit since I've played this. Now, if I shoot that, I think it does. You can hear the music is starting to speed up and come in. So you can shoot skag piles, you don't have to search them if you don't want to. And that will work also. But then I seriously think that would be a bad use of a bullet, since you are kind of always a little low on bullets. I'm missing.
Keep 'em coming.
Now, until I get the ability to heal, which is kind of far off, my health is not going to come back. I need an instant heal. And I probably won't run into too many of them, because we haven't been seeing them really. And then it's not an RPG with potions or anything. So let's see. The pickup ratio, let's see, that was a better gun. That I just picked up, by the way, but I didn't equip it. So yeah, until I can get an insta heal, this health of 66 is what I'm stuck with. Alright. So this needs to be turned in. So then we look here, and we can go there, or we can go here first and do this. And just rush, rush, rush. Let's see. And these are spitter skags that want to spit acid. How about a grenade? Lots of reloading going on, lots of shooting. You know, as I think about it, there we have an instant heal that helps us a little. This game really is probably a game I'm playing more for my own enjoyment than for a criticism or review of it. Most people probably have heard of Borderlands before, and unless I was going to do a massive amount of what would the word be? We're trying to beat this guy, Scar. I've used all my bullets, all my grenades on Scar. He's a difficult one. He's almost dead. Come on, Scar, burn! I see he's doing a shock attack that's knocking out my shields. I'm about to die.
Is there no end to my power?
I almost completely died in that. Almost completely died there. I was down to 2 health and I leveled up at the last second. That green item was TK Baja's leg, who Scar ate, and which Scar ate, and so here we go. We still need to do this one, which is gather the blade flower seeds and return to TK Baja, and there's no reason not to do that. Increase this, and we still need 2 more levels here, and a massive, probably, if I was to guess, 5 more levels on top of that to get to just plus 4% on experience. But that's definitely what you want to do. There's no way that's the wrong thing. So in all of our weapons, the ladyfinger is probably not going to compare to the equipped clipper. Because of that fire damage and that extra fire ratio. What does look here, even though the ladyfinger does 13 damage, it does it at 4.6, whereas the clipper does 8 damage at 9. So because if it went at 9.2, that would be a full doubling, which would mean that the clipper does actually 16 damage in the same amount of time, although it takes twice as many bullets as the ladyfinger does. And if we were just going to play that way, I suppose, then that would be something to consider. So this solid sniper is not as good, but this burning sniper is better. It has less zoom, but it has a 4 times chance of elemental effects for the exact same statistics. So that we do want to equip. We should try the double repeater before we decide to get rid of it. So equip that there. And then these other guns probably aren't even worth looking at. They're just vendor trash. And so we've got a level 7 quest here. What level are we at right now? We're at a level weapons proficiency of repeaters at 2. We're at level 8 right now. So that means I think you can get up to 50 in the level proficiency, and you're not going to do it for all weapons. Not unless you play this game 3 or 4 times in a row. And with Borderlands 2 already existing and Borderlands pre-sequel, it doesn't make a lot of sense that you would want to continuously play this over and over again. Although maybe if you really love the series, you'd go through all of them and then just continue to go through all of them a second time and then continue to go through all of them a third and fourth time. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.